Welcome to VHS Voyage, where we're on a journey to find, watch, and discuss movies on VHS we've never seen or never knew existed. I'm Matt.
I'm Devin.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about
Evil Alien Conquerors.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting episode as we talk about Evil Alien Conquerors, which was a gift from Brandon from Arkansas Picker. If you guys are not familiar with Arkansas Picker, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel down below.
Unsubscribe. Go unsubscribe.
Yep. Never subscribe to this guy's channel.
He's getting his ass beat next time we see him.
Brandon, if you're watching this, dude. Oh, man. Were you able to find any facts or information about this one?
I would like to apologize.
Okay.
Because basically what we do is Matt picks a movie. I pick a movie.
Yeah, right.
I picked this because the Arkansas Picker sent it to us. I was like, we need to watch it. It's been a while since he sent it to us. By the way, I don't think Arkansas Picker's seen this.
He hasn't. I checked with him. He has not
so
seen
he
it.
just saw it and was like, oh, this would probably be good for VHS Voyage. So actually don't go send him hate.
Yeah.
I would like to apologize for picking this movie.
Dude, it had to happen.
This is directed by Chris Matheson. This man is one of the creators of Bill and Ted.
Which is wild.
He wrote Bill and Ted, all three of them. I should say, by the way, Chris Matheson did not direct Bill and Ted. He just kind of created the story of it. IMDb.
I'm going to say 2.1.
Matt, it's higher than you think.
No way. No way. There's no. You know what?
High.
I went to the IMDb page. I didn't look at the score, but I did notice a lot of people liked this movie.
Okay, so
4.6,
4.7. Also, a lot of people, Letterboxd, a lot of people love this movie. Like 4 or 5 star reviews talking about like, oh, this is such a goofy comedy. I love goofy comedies. Critic score is not available, but audience score is available.
There's no way it's high.
Over 1,000 reviews.
50?
Dude, higher. Man.
No, dude.
It is positive.
No, dude.
It is
65?
Higher.
No, dude, you're fucking with me, dude.
Dude, I will put a screenshot on the screen.
There's no way it's higher than 70, dude.
It's higher than 70.
What is it?
72 with over 1,000 reviews.
I've lost my faith in humanity.
Dude,
I have lost my faith in humanity.
When I saw that, my mind was blown. This stars Chris Parnell. That's another reason I picked it. I love Chris Parnell from SNL. He's Jerry on Rick and Morty. If you guys like Rick and Morty.
Oh, he's Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is
he's
a very funny man. He was on SNL for probably 10 years. Only fact I could find, Tori Spelling, who played one of the female aliens, hated this movie so much she had her credit removed. So if you actually go to IMDb, she is not in the credits.
Wow.
She literally had her name completely wiped from this movie.
You know what? I probably would too, dude. So first off, let me start by saying this. If you love this, or if you love or like this movie, that is totally fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What do you mean? It is not okay. You don't believe that at all. You're just trying to please the audience.
We've watched a lot of movies in VHS Voyage history, and this is the hardest movie I've had to sit through in VHS Voyage history. I would rather watch Power Play. I would rather watch Top Dog. I would rather watch Hard Bounty. The whole time we're watching this movie, Devin, I'm sitting here thinking, when is it going to end? This movie starts off on a planet, some planet somewhere else in the universe called Planet Kabij, and it opens with this really dumbass song, Evil Alien Conquerors, the song.
Yeah, and Phil Lamar's in the movie. Phil Lamar's in the movie he has maybe 2 lines.
And he like dies or something.
Yeah. By the way, that's Samurai Jack, and he plays a bunch of iconic voice characters. You know.
You got this planet, and they're aliens, but they look just like us and talk just like us, but they're aliens. They can speak English or whatever. And you got our 2 main characters, Mike, which is like Mike, and Doug. They're tasked with heading to Earth to destroy the human civilization by beheading the entire population of the planet. And if they don't do this, they're going to be eaten by this giant 100-foot tall human alien named Croaker that is horrendous to God. So they're teleported to Earth with just nothing but a sword. They get to Earth, but their sword is shrunk, so they have these like little tiny itty bitty swords instead of their big swords. But their whole plan is they're gonna decapitate everybody on the planet. And these two aliens, Mike and Doug, they think they're superior to humans. They're both incredibly stupid, just unbelievably stupid, which I guess is supposed to be part of the charm of the movie, is you got these two dumb aliens, right? They run into some young guy named Kenny. He sees them appear out of the sky, realizes they're aliens, and he's like, hey dudes, why don't you come crash at my place? So they go to his place. They drink Smirnoff Ice.
Dude, should we go ahead and get the Smirnoff Ice thing out of the way? Smirnoff Ice funded this movie. It is a constant Smirnoff Ice product placement.
Yep.
There's a running joke in the movie. You got any Smirnoff Ice?
Yep. Oh, and it's so funny.
Hayek?
Yes, Doug.
Do you like Smirnoff Ice?
No.
I don't either. I wonder if there's any more left in the refrigerator.
Smirnoff Ice is mentioned in this movie. I'm going to say close to 30 times.
Oh, easily.
There's also a massive product placement for Heinz ketchup as well.
Yep. There's a scene where either Mike or Doug goes to the bathroom. He starts taking a piss. You hear something hitting, plopping in the toilet while he's pissing.
Okay, so I think what this was trying to insinuate was, this is going to sound so gross, that they poop out of their wiener.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what this joke was trying to insinuate.
Yep.
And it was not funny.
Not funny at all. And then after they use the bathroom, they dunk their head in the toilet for some reason.
Yeah, and they call it like the bowl washing ritual.
The characters Mike and Doug are just unbearable. The acting is unbearable. The things that they do is unbearable. Every line of dialogue in this entire movie is unbearable.
There's another thing that we should mention. There's a random roommate in this house that is addicted to sex.
Yes, and that guy is in Daredevil.
He's Foggy Nelson, and he's also in Butterfly Effect.
That's right, in Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like constantly having sex with somebody in the other room. And he's like obsessed with his snack and drink that he mentions all the time.
And it's supposed to be funny that he always appear, like you'll just hear people having sex and then he appears and he's like perfectly clean.
Yeah, in his robe.
It's like this running joke. It's not funny.
Nope. And then as soon as he goes back to the room, immediately back to sex.
Was this movie made for frat bros, Smirnoff Ice, and sex addiction?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Not funny?
Now here's the question, Devin. If you were really stoned on marijuana,
No.
And then they get some money, they go to the hardware store, they buy a machete, they buy a chainsaw, and Kenny's like, well, if you're going to be beheading people, you got to practice. I know where a cow is. So he takes them to a cow in the middle of a field, and he's like, go ahead, practice on this cow. And they end up getting chased around by the cow. And
why in early 2000s comedies was having a comedy scene with a cow a thing?
So then they go to a dry cleaners because they got to clean their uniform. And that's where you meet the two females in the movie who have massive unibrows and very hairy feet. And Mike and Doug are extremely attracted to them. And so it's very clear that these ladies are not normal, right? They got very hairy feet. They got unibrows. So it's very clear that they're probably aliens too. One of either Mike or Doug is like fondling one of the women's feet and rubbing it on his face. And like Devin said, he plucks a hair off of it and starts flossing his teeth with one of her feet hair. And then he like sticks it to his head and starts acting like a unicorn. What the fuck?
May I fondle your feet?
Yes.
I guess. Also, I hate feet so much. I will never understand a foot fetish.
Quentin Tarantino, we're talking to you, mother.
Apparently, a lot of people have it. I've never. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these were hairy feet. Oh god,
Yep.
these were some hobbiting.
There's a scene where they get drunk and they start beating the shit out of a phone because they're on a phone trying to convince some guy to like use his jet to fly them around so that they can.
I forgot about the phone punching thing.
Yeah, he starts smacking the phone because he thinks the phone is the person he's talking to. So he just starts smacking the phone.
They're taking turns smacking the phone. By the way, there's these really weird cuts.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like it'll like cut while they're smacking the phone, but it cuts to them smacking the phone more. I was so confused.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
It was like, I swear, dude, it was the same
Like repeating?
sequence repeated.
Like they didn't have the money to go back and reshoot this, so they just had to like keep repeating.
And then Mike and Doug build what they call a doomsday machine out of just a bunch of random bullshit. And it's basically a couple of bicycles connected together with a bunch of shit attached to it. And they start riding down the street in their underwear while it's playing music on a boombox, and they're yelling through empty paper towel rolls.
They're not in underwear. They're wearing diapers.
Diapers, that's right. They're wearing adult diapers.
It's so god. This movie's so unfunny.
You know, they come to this realization that they're going to fail and they're going to get killed by Croaker, and Croaker's going to come to Earth. And guess what? Croaker comes to Earth.
Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier when I said this movie became so insufferable to watch. I'm talking headache. You'll explain why.
Yeah, because Croaker's 100 foot tall on planet could be dry, but when he gets to Earth, he's normal size, and he constantly yells, and it yells at the top of every line he delivers.
The
he yells
same lines over and he repeats the same thing over and over and yells.
and he walks like he's a giant, and he makes these weird noises when he steps, like while he walks around, and he yells super loud, and it's just horrendous to watch.
You don't thought I am Croaker! I am enormous!
Croaker shows up to Kenny's house. Ron answers the door. Ron invites Croaker in, and he starts making him like film infomercial because he yells.
Have you ever wished for a giant destroyer to come from the planet Cabbage and annihilate all human life? Well, friends, now is your chance. For only $29.95.
Oh, there's another thing we forgot to mention. The aliens, the guys discover if they make this noise, this high-pitched screaming noise,
God, dude,
they can like get a person to fold, like to incapacitate them, and they constantly make this screeching noise over. This movie is repeated jokes.
Yes.
Hey, Croaker! Yes!
That they could have made this movie for a lot less, because it felt like just a cheap.
I put in my notes, it feels like a group of friends bought a camera and went out into their backyard and made a movie.
Exactly. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
This movie sucks. Next time I see Arkansas Picker, I'm beating the shit out of him, dude.
Which is gonna be in a few weeks, actually.
Oh, dude, he's getting his ass beat, man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say it. I think this is the worst movie we watched on VHS Voyage.
It's up there.
Needless to say, this is not a keeper. I almost want to take it outside and smash it with a sledgehammer. It's gonna be a give it away. I don't want anybody to enter this giveaway. I don't want to put anybody through this movie. But if you want to enter the giveaway, there will be a link to the Instagram page in the description down below, or just go to Instagram, vhs.voyage on Instagram. You'll see the Instagram giveaway post. You'll have 1 week from today's dates to enter the giveaway.
I will say this is a super clean copy because no human on earth watched this movie.
All right, that's it. Evil Alien Conquerors. I'm Matt.
I'm Devin.
We'll catch you guys next week.